what's up, everybody? Hope y'all doing good, man. Hope everything going well with y'all. Y'all having a wonderful day, man. I'm out here on the road, but I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm saying, talk to y'all as I usually do. But yeah, so me and my wife we just finished the book of Jubilee, which is in the Sefer. Um, it's 50 chapters, but it was 49 Jubilees total, and a lot had occurred throughout the history of our family, of our forefathers, you know what I'm saying? And um Jubilee sums it all up really, what I'm saying? It breaks it, it does, it sums it up, but then it also get into some deep, what I'm saying, things that the Bible do not tell you that was taken out of the Bible. So you get like a full, if you have already read the Bible or read, those certain chapters in the Bible where they are, like where Abraham is, where Isaac is, and where Jacob is, where our forefathers are, then you would see, what I'm saying, that a lot of things was missing out, and the things that the Sefer has added on to it, and bring it to a completion, you know, and it explains a lot more, you know what I'm saying? And, it's beautiful, man, because things that you do not know can cause a lot against you. And I noticed a lot. Our father kept talking about the Sabbath, the Sabbath, the Sabbath, keep the Sabbath. The Sabbath is the peace day, keep the Sabbath. And a lot of people don't know the Sabbath. I know the holy days. What I'm saying, don't know any of those days. Anything like that. And it's very important that we know it, because with knowing it, what I'm saying, that's a resting day for us. The Sabbath is a resting day for us. So it's like, without knowing it, how can you keep it? Without knowing the holy days, how can you keep them? You know, we was trained to keep the holidays of the world, the pagan days, pagan holidays of the world. We was trained to keep those. We was taught, programmed to keep those, and not noticing the curses that occur throughout these times and months, and the meaning behind a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it and I just think, what I'm saying, I may not have all the details of everything, because I am driving, but when I look at these days and I look at what I'm saying, what's going on in the world, as far as from my perspective of how I see things and what the Bible say, these days are cursed. You know what I'm saying? Because you keeping days that is not written in the Bible, and then the days that are written in the Bible, the festivals and the holy days that are kept in the Bible, you are not doing. So if Satan is what I'm saying, controlling the world with all the demonic stuff he got going on, as far as what I'm saying, his children, and what I'm saying, the spirits that they worship and all this stuff like that they got going on, then we must understand that if we worshiping what they taught us to worship, or what we was raised up to worship, or what I'm saying, do, which is what I'm saying, you bowing down to their God and everything like that. So if you're doing everything that you was taught to do since a child, and you never looked into the deeper meanings of why we celebrate this or why we celebrate that, you know what I'm saying, and then you go into the Bible and you see these holy festivals and these holy days that we're supposed to keep, you notice like not many people keep them, and the true children who's supposed to keep them, which is Israel, um are not keeping them, and that's why everyone is so cursed, you know. So um it tells you that Abib is the first month, it's the first month, and that is for Passover. And from the knowledge that I was taught, from what I know, the first month Abib is March. And then also in the Sefer it tells you, I don't know about in the KJV version of the Bible, but in the Sefer it tells you that it's on the 14th of that month. And yeah, I think I think it's the 14th. If I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I'll come back and have to tell y'all. But I think it's the 14th of March, because I'm just getting into it myself. I just started this year, but I did miss the Passover, but I did do the Feast of Tabernacles and everything. But I think it's the 14th of this of March is when it starts. And yeah, I think it is. And then for the Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Weeks, um, Feast of Unleavened Bread, what else? Those they are in September, and I think they go from September 14th to September 21st. Yeah, September 14th to September 21st, and we are to do those, and that's what I'm saying. Passover is bringing back the remembrance. It's all remember. It's all in remembrance of our Father, and what I'm saying. Given because he make us he as long as we celebrate His holy days and festivals and do what we're supposed to do in them, He will make us rich. In all things because we doing the law. You know what I'm saying? So once we step into the law of our Father, all the pagan and demonic, what I'm saying, things that you worship I was doing, that goes out the window because it's all getting replaced. You know what I'm saying? So anytime that you're doing the law of our Father, something old in you is getting replaced and removed out because this new thing is coming in. You know what I'm saying? So um I notice I I noticed in the years um that we live in, like the let's just say New Year's. New Year's for the world, for the pagan, is basically like you don't know what's her name, a New Year's resolution, you know, and which is a curse. Um, but people do this because they think that, what I'm saying, this new year should contain certain things, what I'm saying? They should be doing these new things that they have, what I'm saying, told themselves that they should do, you know. But the previous year, majority of the people never learned anything new anyways. So coming into the new year, they never able to even follow up with what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at Abib, which is the first month in March, that's our Passover. Passover from, what I'm saying, the oldest to the newest. You know what I'm saying? So as you've seen like in with no with Moses, how we passed over from Egypt, and what I'm saying, our father took us out into the wilderness and we passed over and we had to celebrate that. We had to do a festival to celebrate what he did for us, to thank him for what he did for us, to keep him in remembrance for what he did for us, what I'm saying, glorify his name because we owe him. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you can see how they try to take that and resemble, try to make, like, what I'm saying, make that into the same thing. But it's not. And you see what I'm saying? Because it's false. It's made up. But our father's Abib, first month is March, is real, what I'm saying, which is the Passover. And it's history behind that, it's facts behind that. So you see how the devil tried to copy what our father has already created. You know what I'm saying? But what he's trying to do is spread it out year round to keep you contaminated and polluted into the demonic um rulership that they got going on, into the evil wickedness of the spirits that they got going on, that they calling on without your knowledge of you knowing that they calling on, like Azazel and all them. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they got what they got next. I don't even know the order because I don't celebrate them. But let's say the 4th of July, they shooting fireworks, and I remember this 4th of July they were shooting fireworks, and I heard a big thunderstorm roar, like roar. I was like, wow, that's Papa, that's Papa. I'm like, that's my daddy right there making that noise, making it rain on their parade. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I was because in the Bible when you read, you understand that our Father make it lightning, make it thunder, He make it rain, He make it do all things. He created it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that it made me so happy because I was like, they can't make louder noise than my Father on His earth. Only He could do that. You know what I'm saying? Only He got control of that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make the loud noise when He make it rain and they shut up and He come out and make that loud roaring noise, that big thunderstorm can shake the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? So it just make me so happy to just hear Him because I know it's Him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else will feel that way or anything, but It just made me happy knowing that it's him that's doing it. And you know, it's like it's like me and my wife, who was in the house, who was like, man, it was like, here Papa. I was like, babe, here Papa, yeah, our daddy making that noise. And she like, yeah. She's like, oh man. I was like, but they was doing it because they was shooting the fireworks like earlier that day and like towards that night, and we was just getting tired of it because it's like, you know, we worshiping our Father and everything like that, and it's like people out there just shooting fireworks, shooting them up. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that what they getting themselves into when they doing that. You polluting the atmosphere, man, with all that smoking particles and chemicals and all that stuff. You polluting the whole atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're doing to people, but you're doing it just because, you know what I'm saying, that's what everybody else doing. You just want to be involved in. I don't know what people do it for, but you know what I'm saying. I think it's the what it's the independence of America. I don't know, but yeah. So um, look at that. They shoot the fireworks. Our Father made the thunder and the lightning. You know what I'm saying, and all that roar. So ain't nobody can get louder than my Father. You know what I'm saying. So the next one is what? Memorial Day, memory of, you know, I guess whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? Um, but they don't do the memory of our Messiah, our Yeshua, our memory of our Father Yahweh. They don't do the memories of no one in the Bible. No remembrance of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they do the memorial of whatever they do it of. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking logical. You know what I'm saying? Like why is there's no memorial for our Messiah? And I know they say it's Christmas, but I'm gonna get to that. The next one is what? Um the little what the little St. Patrick's Day. I don't know what that's for. We don't praise no leprechauns. Tell you that now. That's out the door. That's wicked. Easter, that's wicked. Don't praise no rabbit or no eggs or none of that. And then on top of that, they they do a lot of what you call that, kidnapping children and stuff on that holiday, like kidnap children and molestation and all that type of evil wicked stuff that the prince son in the Bible did to Dinah, Jacob's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Was it Jacob's daughter? Isaac's daughter, one of them. Yeah, did that. You know what I'm saying? So they do a lot of that nasty old stuff, creepy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sinful inequity stuff they do. And then you go to y'all, I don't even know the lineup of this. But then you go to I noticed in August they what they do? What they do? Was it August? Yeah, they do the Independence Day or something they do. And the Americans, people think they stay independent. You're not independent. They got total control over you. You're not independent out here. You know what I'm saying? It's no, it's what is it? I forgot. It's the it's like right there, but I can't get it, y'all. It's the it's something about like the work the work labor. Labor Day. Yeah. Labor Day, that's what it is. Yeah. So they do Labor Day, and it's like what are we celebrating for Labor Day? Why would you be celebrating a Labor Day? They celebrating because the labor of the Americans that they labored. You that they labor and they big businesses made all that money off your labor. That's why they celebrating. But they make you think that they're celebrating for your labor, your hard work that you put in. It's not for you, it's for them. That's why every single holiday, you notice every single holiday you spending money. And you getting taxed on spending that money. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look deep into these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's Labor Day for that time, and then right after that, September is for us the Feast of Weeks, Feast of Tabernacles, the high holy days. Um, and in that month, I noticed that um they take a lot of money from you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of money, like they drain a lot of money from you around from August to September. You know what I'm saying? Take a lot of money from you. You just gotta pay attention. Um, and like they'll drain you out. So after that, they got what? What do they have after that? They have okay, October, Wicked Old October, Halloween. Halloween, they got you dressing up in all type of costumes, all type of witches. You see costumes, all that stuff. You see the moon get bigger in October. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff going on, all that witchcraft stuff going on. And our Father, the way you when you put those costumes on your kids and you put them costumes on yourself and all that, our Father see you like that in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Which is wicked and very wicked. You know. So since it's wicked and our Father see you that way, and guess what? You got to figure out. You got to figure out what you're gonna do, cause our Father see you as wicked, man. And you don't want to be looking like that in our Father eyes. You know, you don't want to be looking like that in our Father eyes. He see you as wicked because with him seeing you as wicked and seeing you like that, man, that's just bad in the spiritual realm. Like it could jack you up for real. It could jack you up for real, man, because you know you're not supposed to be celebrating this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you get turned like everything, everything happened in the spiritual realm. So if everything started out in the spiritual realm, imagine you dressing up like any idol you done looked up to as a kid, you know what I'm saying, putting on the witch costume and all that. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, witchcraft and everything like that. So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? They calling on their spirits. They calling on they gods. They calling on their idols that they worship, that they praise in those months. You know what I'm saying? Like the world get real wicked. You know what I'm saying? So they drain your money out on that day too, because they got you buying all type of costumes and pumpkins and all that stuff. Then you go into Thanksgiving, and to me, it's like they give you that day because you ain't thanking God for nothing on that day. It's like they give you that day, you know what I'm saying, a lot to you. But to me, it's like they give you that day. You thank them for giving you wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Like you thanking them for giving you wickedness. You know what I'm saying? They thanking you for giving up your money and for giving up your soul to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you giving up your soul to them because they taking control. They got control of your life, man. You know what I'm saying? They got you worshiping they gods and they stuff. They taking you over. They robbing you all year long. They robbing you, and you don't even see it. You just all right. Everybody else doing it. I want it for the kids because I ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it for the kids so they can enjoy it. They won't feel no way. Nah, forget that. The kids need to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? The Bible say you should raise your kid up, your children up the right way, and that way, you know what I'm saying, they be righteous and holy. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach your kids the right stuff. Don't teach your kids the wrong stuff that you was taught. Because if you do, then they get bound to that, and then they used to it. You know what I'm saying? Then it's hard to get them out of it. But if you show them the right way from the beginning, and they see all their little friends doing what they do, at least they gonna have to go through what they have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Feel some way, but at least your child is not bound to a pagan god, pagan holiday, pagan anything. You know what I'm saying? And then you go into Christmas, and that's a lie because the Bible say we shouldn't be cutting down trees anyways, and they say they cut down trees and put ornaments and stuff up on the trees. That's what it said in the Bible. And then they didn't kill Yeshua on the cross; they killed him on the tree, and they call it Christmas, Christ Mass, Christ Mass. Christ died, and you celebrate that. not knowing that they throwing it in your face that your Messiah died on the tree. You know what I'm saying? And you buy gifts and everything when they said that they will come amongst each other and pass around gifts and they celebrating the death of Christ. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Christmas for. They murdered Christ. They murdered our Messiah, you know, and you giving them your money. They make the most money during the Christmas time. All year round, they've been taking your money. They've been taxing you on every paycheck you get. They've been taxing you on every holiday. They tax you on all the foods, anything you buy, they tax you on. And then turn around Christmas, you buying gifts, food, everything that you buy throughout the year, you buying that on that one holiday, and they take all your money and they make the most money at the end of the year on you. But then you want to come in the next year talk about a New Year resolution. You ain't pass over from nothing. You ain't gonna pass over from that because you curse. All year you allowed them to curse you, so you gonna be cursed. And that's just how it happened. That's why nobody's life never changed. And if it does change, something always happens. So people used to things happening like, oh, like things going good, but I'm expecting the worst. Of things going good, but I know something bad gonna happen. Now things going good, and something always gotta happen because you curse. You're not holy, you're not righteous, you're not doing the law, so you curse. So it's going to happen to you like that because you're not in the laws of God. You're not lined up with God and what He wants us to do. You know what I'm saying? Your life is just around God. You was created for God purpose only, not your purpose. God purpose. God created you to use you for a reason. And if you don't step into that divine reason of why He want to use you, then you just doing whatever you choose to do with your free will when you shouldn't have it. You know what I'm saying?